4 years ago, I said, it's time. That was one of my key messages was, it's time. It's time for new leadership. It's time for a change. And here we are 4 years later, and the message to a degree remains the same. It's time for us to look a little bit deeper into some of the committees and the commissions and the things that are running our cities and our counties and whatnot. I still remain the only person on our county board that didn't grow up here. That's about 60% of the population of Carver County, that they're first generation to live in Carver County, and that number is growing as we add households, etc. I'm the only member of the board that currently has school-aged kids. About 40% of our county has school-aged kids at home. I'm the only one this is getting some buzz at the national level with age and stuff, I'm the only one under the age of 45. And I think that makes a difference, not because, just from a balance perspective. When you're going to kids softball and soccer and all the different things, you're integrating with people at a stage of life that's so important. And I recognize that some grandparents play that parent role and other caretakers as well, but it changes and it's different. And I'm the only one that's committed to only spending 12 years on this board. I think that 3 terms is the magic number when it comes to doing the best for taxpayers and putting them first. Average tenure on our board is north of 20 years of service outside of myself. Average tenure on our board is 40 to 50 plus years of public servant. I think having that balance of somebody that's looking at things new changes things. I also think the momentum of understanding all those things in the first year helps compel us for the next 4 years. There's a whole lot of momentum. I'd sure appreciate your vote. Also wanted to talk about, we all have 24 hours. And in an elected role, you get to choose where you're going to spend your time and where you're going to have impact. I'm going to tell you some of the areas that I'm not going to spend my time. I'm not going to spend my time squabbling over simple little things that just simply don't matter. I'm not going to spend the time squabbling on social media or tackling baseless claims and accusations. But what I am going to do is get to work and continue to get to work for the people of Carver County. I've got 4 chairs behind here that represent, we are a nonpartisan board. I mean, everybody's got their political leanings, but the ability to get so much stuff done when there's not an R or a D next to your name, that can happen at the national level. I'm sure we'll see our share of that. But we have a board of 5 people. We guide about $75 million worth of your property taxes. We double that when it comes to investment from state and federal level, and then add another $100 million in the last 2 years in capital expense for roads and other things. Number 1 priority for Carver County is public safety. That comes through our attorney's office, it comes through our sheriff's deputies, it comes in a number and varieties of ways, but there's a significant amount of effort and energy that's put and invested in there. And number 2 use of those dollars is through health and human services. And chances are your family has indirectly or directly been impacted by one of our services at Carver County. It can be foster care. It can be mental health services. It can be a whole host of other things. And those needs, whether it's drug addiction, whether it's family and family separation or whatever, those needs are increasing. I mean, I'm uniquely positioned to understand how those things work at a child level, at a family level, etc. And then finally, the other third of the budget is things like administration. We operate the elections, we operate our libraries and our parks and our lakes and our trails in a lot of different ways. There's a whole lot of other things that go into that. But I just wanted to tell you today that it's time that we continue the momentum of attracting new talents to the table, that we bring new ideas, new perspectives. These times they are a-changing, and I'm so proud of, if you look at the appointments that I've made to all the boards, we have a more robust subset of our entire community represented now than we did 4 years ago. Look no further than the chair of our park board. Look no further than our former chair of the library board. Look no further than our mental health committee. You will see a lot of voices and opinions that are at the table now that simply weren't 4 years ago. And a lot of that's somebody having a new perspective, bringing a new network to the table and focusing on what our future looks like. So appreciate your vote. We got the primary vote on August 13th, and then we'll have the general election come thereafter. So thanks for your time. This is Chat with Matt, or Mondays with Matt, throughout the election cycle.